A recent study suggests striking up meaningful conversations with strangers leads to greater happiness. And during the pandemic, of course, all of us had the chance to talk to people who we might not have connected with before at such a deep level. Maybe somebody at the grocery store or even our doorman, because we might not have been seeing our family members as often. Michael Curtis is here. He's one of the researchers behind a new study that shows this research is very important to our happiness. Thank you for being with us. You're from the Kellogg School of Management at Northwestern, correct?
Yes, that's right.
And this study started before the pandemic, but obviously during the pandemic it was, evident that human engagement is so important. So why start this study at all? Why start the important study of deep and meaningful conversations with strangers?
Yeah, so we observed that people often engage in small talk in everyday life, even though deeper conversations tend to be the ones that build stronger connections. And so we wanted to understand why people shy away from these kinds of conversations. And what we found in a series of studies is that people avoid deeper conversations, at least partly because they expect these conversations to feel more awkward than they actually do. So we'll give people conversation topics like, what's something that you feel grateful for? Or what's one of your most meaningful memories? Or even, can you describe a time you cried in front of another person? And after people have these conversations, even with a stranger, they tend to report feeling more connected than they expected and less awkward than they had anticipated before the conversation.
A lot of people get nervous around striking up a conversation from nowhere. They're standing in line at the grocery store, like I mentioned, or perhaps that they meet somebody while they're out at the park walking their dog and they don't know what to say. So what's your advice for people who say, I don't know exactly where to start? I mean, it's okay to go deep, but what's the first thing people should say to initiate that convo?
Probably hello. Once you say hello to another person.
That's groundbreaking.
Once you initiate that conversation and you see that another person is interested in talking with you, it becomes much more natural to transform a relatively shallow conversation into a deeper one. And then the deeper the conversations you have, the more you learn that these tend to be a surprisingly positive experience.
It's interesting because a lot of us can be guarded with certain people, even people we know very well. And so people will tend to actually feel more comfortable, I would think, with people that don't know them, couldn't judge them, don't have any preconceived notions of them. Did you guys study that at all?
That could be. So in most of our studies, we find that people are a little bit more hesitant with someone who is more distant from them, like a stranger, at least in part because when you don't have the experience talking with another person, you're uncertain whether they'll take interest in having that conversation with you. But certainly if you're standing in line at the grocery store and there's someone that you don't expect to ever see again, there is less risk involved in the possibility of an awkward conversation. So that's at least a possible...
That's a possible incentive. Do these meaningful conversations apply to social media as well? I mean, people that we've never met before, should we have more deeper, meaningful conversations there?
I would think so. So although we didn't study interactions taking place over social media, something that's likely to happen when you're not actually engaged in the back and forth spoken in-person conversation, you only have a few characters to write, you only have a quick email to send. These conversations are likely to be a little bit more superficial. And so going a little deeper could build a stronger connection, perhaps even online.
Well, thank you so much, Michael, for joining us. I hope that everybody has a deep and meaningful conversation today and is happier too.
You too.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.